Okay, in yesterday's video, you will recall that I had said that I was going to try and show you the video editing aspect of making one of these episodes on the model ship. And I do hope to actually do something on the model ship today. Yeah. Oh yeah, this 3-clap thing, I put 3 spikes on the audio file of this camera and that camera. And it just helps to sync everything up later in the computer. I'll show you how I do that. So right now both cameras are running. They're both recording. I don't know if you can see the little red button up there on the top. It might be blocked by some of this stuff, but anyway, they're both recording right now, and they're both recording at the same speed. So yeah, it makes it easy to sync everything up later. Anyway, enough of that. And what I'm going to try and do here is, well, first of all, you'll have often seen this thing, and undoubtedly you'll have seen this thing. And what this does is, it gives me a quick focusing distance for this lens here if it's set at its closest distance. I use this one for my other lens, which is this one, and this is what I call my normal lens. It's a normal zoom lens. It goes from 24 millimeter up to 120 millimeter. If you're a camera buff, that'll be of interest to you. If you're not, you could care less. Anyway, and if I want to know what the closest, just a minute here, excuse me. I got this one here, and if I have it set at wide angle, 24 millimeter, this is the closest I can get. It's just sort of a quick way of doing it, and then I fine focus everything later. However, we've got a little door that we want to try and put on here. So there's an awful lot of this kind of stuff going on that you don't see. All right. So now my little door is going to be somewhere in here. Okay, and there it is. Yeah. If I don't lose it, that is. Okay, now one way is the wrong way and the other way is the right way. So I want to be careful to try and not scratch it here. That's why I keep dropping it. I'm afraid to squeeze this stuff. Anyway, it should go something like that. So anyway, let's excuse me. Let's go to the computer now and see if we can sync these two video files up. And yeah, there might not be a whole lot on the model ship because doing stuff like this in a way that you can see it is going to take a little bit of time. And I don't mind. I enjoy doing it. I'm enjoying doing something different. Okay, I've dragged those files out of the camera and I put them in their appropriate files. This file is for the smaller camera, the S9900. And this is the big one, the D850. And here's the file that we did of the close-up with the macro lens, and here's the file that you just saw. Anyway, I use a program called Power Director, and let's just get it going here. Things are going to happen a little bit slower because I've got a lot of extra stuff running right now. Well, not a lot, but 2 extra things. And I've got the screen recorder running, which is what's capturing everything that you're seeing. And I've also got an audio program running, a recording program that's recording my voice. And then I'll sync those up later. We're not going to go into that. Anyway, let's get our 2 files here. We're going to take these and we're going to drag them into the program. Okay. Now we're going to bring them down into the storyboard like that. And we'll take this one and bring it down like that. Okay, now we got to look for those 3 spikes. Remember I went clap, clap, clap? Well, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here and make the and spread it out. It'll be a lot easier to see. I'm having a little problem with my voice right now. Zoom in. Okay, all right, there you can see right here. See where the mouse is? You can see the 3 on this file. And over here, you can see the 3 on this file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this one over. And I'll move this one back. Now, the idea is to try and line these up. Okay. And I'm going to zoom in some more. I can do it more accurate. The more you zoom in, the better your accuracy. Okay, let's see if we can move this one to match this one. So I'm just going to grab onto it here. Well, that's pretty close. Now, when we play this, we shouldn't actually notice any echo at all. It should be just about dead on. That sounded pretty good to me. Okay, so that's how I sync up the sound and everything, or rather the video files. By syncing the sound, you obviously get the video correct. So these 2 files now are in sync. Yeah, I think you understand. I am presently signed into my YouTube channel, and here you can see was yesterday's video. Now I'm going to show you how I get a piece of music. So we're going to go customize channel, video manager up here at the top. Now this is the way I do it. There may be other ways. Now down here on the left hand side you're going to see other features, and then there's a drop down box appears and it says audio library. Okay, free music. See here? Excuse me. And let's see if we can find something now. We're going to click on mood, and let's go calm. Got to keep the viewers calm. Okay. Now just for the fun of it, let's see what this one on the top is. Memory Rain. So let's click on it, see what it sounds like. Sounds terrible. Sorry, whoever wrote that one. Let's try sun showers. Okay, that's not too bad. Move on a little bit. No, sorry. This is what I was saying yesterday. I went through about 100 before I found something I liked. I found that the ones in the country and folk were the best. Now, here, for instance, Birds in Flight was one that I did download. I don't know if I used it in yesterday's video or not. Yeah, I think we used that one. Okay, I paused it, but you'll notice right here it says you are free to use this song in any of your videos. That's what I look for. Okay, so now if I wanted that song, which I'm sure I've already got, I would click the download button and it would download it into my computer, and then I would get it out of my downloads file and into my file that says royalty-free music new, because it's one of the more recent ones. Anyway, that's the way I do it. And next I'll show you how I drag that file into the storyboard so that we can add it to something. I'm going to put my finger underneath from the other side here so that this doesn't fall through on me. And we'll try and get this turned around. One of the viewers made the comment that he thought possibly this little piece should have gone on first, and I'm beginning to wonder that too. I could always break this one off if I have to. But usually when you do stuff like that, it causes problems. You know, I think that viewer was right. This piece maybe was supposed to... Oh, I wonder if I can maybe tuck it underneath somehow. Let's try not to scratch the paint off here. Be nice if I didn't have to do any retouch-ups here. Now, speaking of comments, several of the viewers did not actually like the music. Hey, I think I got it. Let's just leave well enough alone there. That looks like it's perfect. Yeah, anyway, what I was talking about is some of the viewers did not like the music. And I had mentioned that, that people have different tastes in music. What I like, somebody else doesn't like. It's kind of like food. You know, some people don't like peanut butter. I like peanut butter. In fact, my problem is I like everything. If I was to slather a 2x4 with peanut butter, I could probably nibble away on it all day. Yeah, you wouldn't know it to look at me, but yeah, I like food. Anyway, see if we can glue that in place here. Now we're looking at the back side of that little door. I don't want to accidentally knock it back out because, if you remember, we got it in just the right place. So I'm thinking I should glue it from the back. And if I just drop a little bit of CA, well, maybe medium should be okay. Just on, one there and one there. Anyway, let's go ahead and just do that. Now be careful not to knock it out. Okay, I think it ran down into the crack. Won't take very much. You know, it looks like I might have knocked it out. I better just double check here. Okay, I poked it back. I think it's okay. Now, if I look very closely, like through the macro lens, I can sort of see where the CA maybe wicked its way through, but I'm actually looking at it now with my strong glasses on, and I'm not seeing it. So I think that's going to be okay. The only place I'm going to have to touch up a little bit is right there. Anyway, yeah, let's go to the computer now, and we'll put this last scene in, and I'll show you how I do add music to the video, even though I'm probably going to stop doing it. Sorry for those of you who said you liked the music, but yeah, I think I'm not going to be putting music in. But I will show you how I do it because I said I would. Well, here we are in Power Director, and everything that you have seen up till now has already been added. It is this timeline that you see on the bottom here. I've combined all the different files into one. It makes processing a lot faster when you do your after the final edit. Anyway, don't need to get into a whole bunch of technical stuff that's only going to confuse you. Here we have our files. The last four that you see here, okay, those are the ones that we just took at the model table a few minutes ago. And I'm going to drag those into Power Director. Okay. Now let's move out here so we can get to the end of it. um, give you an idea, we'll just play the last little bit. It should sound familiar to you. New, because it's one of the more recent ones. Anyway, that's the way I do it. And next I'll show you how I drag that file into the storyboard so that we can add it to something. Okay, yeah, so you know where we're at. Just going to move to the very end there, and I'm going to take the first file that we took this morning, and I'm going to add it there. I'm going to put my finger underneath from the other side here so that this doesn't fall through on me. And we'll try and get this turned around. Okay, let's just pause it here. Now, but what this is about is how do I add music? Okay, let's go back here and see if we can find our music files. I'll bring this up. I'll back up here. Okay, video programs. Oh yeah, sound and music. Now, royalty free music new. Okay, in yesterday's episode, we did one called Bed and Breakfast, Birds in Flight, and the last one was Blizzard. So let's take the fourth one now, and we're going to just drag it into Power Director. Okay, here it is up here. It's called Blue Creek Trail. Now, if I take this audio file and put it underneath the video file, the music is going to play. My voice is starting to go again on me. Sorry about that. Let's reduce the size of our viewing screen here, and that'll bring everything up where we can see it. Okay, so now if I was to click play right now, you're going to hear the music. It's going to be quite loud, which is quite annoying. Anyway, here we go. Right here, so that this doesn't fall through on me. Okay, so I would want to reduce the volume of that. So I'll just grab a hold of this and pull it down so it's considerably lower. Going to reduce it by about 7, 8, 12 decibels. Okay, so it'll be a lot lower now in the background. That this doesn't fall through on me. We'll try and get this turned around. Okay, so that's how I add music to the file. And then if I didn't want it to begin right at the beginning of this one right here that you see, I could move it out a little bit, and I could fade it in so it would slowly start to fade in. Like right here. I could always break this one off if I have to. But usually when you do stuff like that, it causes problems. I think that viewer was right. This piece maybe was supposed to... Oh, I wonder if I can... Okay. Anyway, let's forget about putting the music in here, and we're just going to carry on. I'm going to redo this scene, and we're just going to carry on without the music. I think I've pretty much shown you everything I can. This is not a tutorial on how to make a video. Music in movies and so on goes way back. Believe it or not, it goes back to the silent film era. And you're thinking to yourself, well, how could that be? If it's a silent film, there's no music. Well, yeah, there was. When the movie studios would produce a movie and send it out to the theaters, they would also include notes that the theater organist would play at the appropriate times in the movie. These big Wurlitzer organs that have this tremendous sound. Well, there was people that could take notes that they had never seen before, and they could sit down and within very little practicing, they'd have it be very proficient at it. I look at that as a tremendous gift because I can't play at all, but I do like music. I like musicals. Anyway, let's carry on here. Now, I was thinking here about what that viewer said about that this piece should have gone on first. He was mentioning how that you notice that the arrows are a little shorter than these arrows. I never thought to look for that before, but I should have known better. You can see, if you look at the drawing, that this piece is going to be going on first. Then this piece goes sort of over top of it and overlaps, which it does. And I was lucky. I was able to sort of tuck it in. Yeah, I've got to watch out for that. Now, as near as I can tell, we've done this part of step 45. I can't see any other pieces that have to be put on. There was this piece and these two doors, and they're on. So let's move over to this piece here. What should be the first piece? You know, we want to keep everything in order. Yeah. These little rails here, that's what the door slid on. Anyway, let's just move over here and start working on it. 3 of these components are actually going to be quite easy. Now, I don't want to get these ones reversed. Now, point of interest here. This is how Murphy's Law works. I just picked those out at random. I didn't really look at them. Picked them out of that little metal tray. And don't you know, I got them wrong. This one should be this one. This one should go over here. See the 2 little items here? And well, there they are right there. That's Murphy's Law. Well, this one goes right there. Now there's 2 ways it can go. It can go the right way or it can go upside down. So let's turn it over, swing it around. Now you'll notice this little mark here is obviously this piece right here. So the way this has to go is, this is the up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on its side so that just gravity holds it in place. And just put a drop or 2 of CA medium. Now I don't know if the center of this piece is actually going to be touching, so that's why I'm putting it on the sides here, because the center right here may not actually be touching, but I'm sure that the sides will. And once again, let's not overdo it here. Okay, we'll just let that cure. I'm sure it'll be fine. And we'll do this other one here the same way. Now you may be wondering, why is the paint in such bad shape right there? Well, that's where I was holding on to it when I was spraying with the airbrush. In this area right here, that I'm just touching now, that's where my finger was. Now I've already had this one on a couple of times in the past, but let's just do a dry run here because, yeah, it looks like it's going to fit okay. It's not going to take much to hold it on. I'm not worried about it dripping through. Probably could have done this straight from the bottle. Looks good to me. Now, in case you're wondering, why is it that they were so easy to find? Well, you know I like to be completely truthful in my videos. I found them before I actually took them out of here. Yeah, I kind of cheated a little bit here. Do I have everything? I got this one, those two, this. I think that's it. There's something I want to show you here. These little vents, they go right here. But you notice, maybe I moved away too far for you to see it, you'll notice that the trumpeter went to all the work of, molding sort of a grate, or screen or something into this little piece. And it's going to be fitted in this slot, face down. Try and do a dry run here. I'll get it, don't worry. Okay, if I use my coffee cup as a steady rest here, maybe I can stop shaking. I think that's going to fit. It could be that I'm going to have to use the Tamiya extra thin trick. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I like to do a dry run just to make sure, because as you know, Murphy's Law will kick in, and if I put the glue on first, then it's not going to fit, right? There, I think that's going to be alright. I'm just going to go ahead and glue those right there, just like that. Well, here we go. Okay, no poking. Oh, I kind of smeared it a bit. Okay, I think it's in. Looks good from my perspective. Once again, you're seeing it way better than I am. Now, never you mind about how dirty the inside of my coffee cup is. What's important right now is, I do believe I have painted this piece upside down. I had thought it was supposed to go the other way up, and that the side you're going to see here, if I was to flip it over, so if the curve was right, that was going to be the bottom. But I'm realizing now it's supposed to go like this, which means that the other side was up, which is the side that's visible from the way people are going to look at the ship. And anyway, this is going to be hard to put on. Maybe this one here, maybe what I should do is put it in place and then add a drop of Tamiya extra thin or something just to hold it on. It doesn't actually have to support the weight of the door when it slides over or anything like that. Now that means that I painted this little short one wrong as well. As you can see, I haven't glued the other one in, I just put it in place there. Okay. Whoops. It's sticking to my tweezer. Actually, the problem is I have this compulsive poking syndrome. Okay. the other one came out. Well, once again, I will get it. Okay, I told you I'd get it. They're still not glued in, they're loose. Now this little piece here, you'll notice that one part of the one flange is longer than the other. Okay, whoops, don't knock that out. Anyway, I think the long one is supposed to drop down in this hole, and the short one on this side goes in this hole. Look at that little tiny hair on there. Oh my goodness. I'll get that later. Did it turn around on me now? No? Yeah, I think it's supposed to go something like that. It's not a perfect fit. I probably did something wrong, but if I glue it right there, I think it's going to look okay. Now I realize that it's only about 5 minutes to 2 here in Winnipeg right now. But you know, because this episode is a lot longer than it normally is, we're going to have to wait to glue these pieces in place until tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta quit early today and get this started to upload because, like I mentioned before, the longer the episode, the longer it takes YouTube to process it. So, thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.